Hey everybody, Swapnil Mathur for thinkdigit.com, and today we are at the launch of the Sony Alpha 7 and the 7R along with the RX10. But right now I have with me the A7R, which is Sony's premium mirrorless camera with a full frame sensor with a pixel count of 36 megapixels. And the best part about this sensor is the fact that it does not have an optical low pass filter, which means that when you shoot with this camera, the images you're going to get will be much sharper than a sensor of the same resolution but if it has an optical low pass filter. So yeah, this is much sharper. The really innovative aspect about this camera is that in actuality it is a mirrorless camera, and just look how slim it is, right? It's against my face. It's not that big. There is no DSLR this big, so let's just put it that way, whether it's full frame or APS-C. But this A7R is incredibly small, um, but it has a full frame sensor. So effectively, it is the only mirrorless camera with a full frame sensor, but it is also the world's smallest full frame camera. So you have that. It's incredibly compact. I've been shooting with it for a while now. First thing you notice, it's a full metal body, so it's slightly heavier, but that is expected if you're gonna pay a lakh 24 for this. So yeah, it is expensive, but it's built extremely well. Um, some of you might wonder if it doesn't have a mirror box, and why this little thing on top, and that's because this is where the electronic viewfinder assembly is sitting. And the electronic viewfinder is actually pretty nice. It's very vibrant, it's good. Not like the older generation EVFs we've seen. This is actually usable, and it responds. So earlier, the problem with a lot of Sony's translucent mirror cameras was that the EVF had a slight lag compared to what was actually happening in real life, and that lag has been eliminated completely with the A7R. So shooting with this, the first thing you'll realize is that when you're looking at a DSLR like camera, it's all about controls. Now, the A7 does not have a lot of dials, but what it does have are two dials and a lot of custom buttons. So you can use those custom function buttons to map various settings to it. So I have ISO, focus settings, and things like that mapped to the two custom buttons available to me. And I simply have to press one and change the settings as I need them. It's incredibly convenient. I strongly recommend that if you do get this camera, spend some time with it, read the manual, go through all the functions, go through all the settings in the menu, set it up the way you would, and then use it. You'd have a far more enjoyable experience. And just to give you a hint of how amazing this camera is, just listen to this. All right, just listen to this. That's the sound of the shutter of the A7R. I think it's brilliant. Love it. But it's expensive, but it's good. It's confusing. It's really nice though.